What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. Welcome back to another video. We're in a weird spot right now. Why? For cryptocurrency, I think it's kind of normal, but when it comes to the stock markets, everyone is, to use a word I've never used before, in a tizzy, right? I feel like everybody is in their own head on what's going on because of all the different things that's happening with the tariffs and the communication back and forth and the confusion and businesses that are kind of panicking in a way and investors that are panicking in a way. And it's all kind of funneling or transitioning or moving towards the crypto market. Now, again, crypto, we're used to this type of movement. We've seen the market fluctuate and go from a high to where Bitcoin was at, 67, 69,000 and dropped all the way down to like 15 or 16 thousand dollars, seeing like a 70+% drop on everything in the market is not something that's new to cryptocurrency investors. So we understand that type of movement. However, we thought that 2025 would be, kind of a bigger mover. We would see a lot of positivity, and I think we still will. It's just now maybe it's delayed a little bit with things that are going on behind the scenes, not behind the scenes of crypto, but behind the scenes of just money and the economy and all of that stuff, which transitions or translates to a bad market for cryptocurrency. So it's a little bit of a delay, but XRP will see major success. I believe 100% we will see major success. And if you don't believe that, and that's on you, right? You can believe whatever you want to believe. It's a free world to where you can say whatever you want to say. And as long as YouTube doesn't deem it to be, inappropriate, and also it's not a scammer or spammer, then you can say whatever you want to say and have your own opinion. But I believe XRP will be worth so much more, and to even go and say that this could be worth $12.50 very soon, or a lot more, right? I'm looking at a lot more. I want to analyze this article here, kind of just to talk about the portions of it. So before we get into this, make sure you hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more of these videos. Also, make sure you check out my link for Twitter down below, for Patreon down below, and you can check out my link for BTCC. This is a platform where you can leverage trade, you can trade outright, you can demo trade, you can do everything you want to do when it comes to trading. So feel free to check out that link down below, and hopefully you enjoy it. Again, I'm trying to clean up the comment section, so make sure you guys comment down below and let me know what you think about XRP, random things, whatever. But if you are a scammer or a spammer or whatever, I'm not going to include those comments. I'm going to try and keep the comment section as clean as possible, but it may take me a while to get your actual comment to show because I'm holding all comments until I decide to put it out there. So make sure you comment down below and let me know how the comment section is looking, and also just how you think about XRP. But again, check out my link for BTCC down below. If you use my link, you'll get a 10% deposit bonus, as well as extra bonuses up to $10,055, as well as 40% lower trading fees. Don't forget about any other links that I have down below, but this one is an important one because they are partnered with the channel, and you could trade up to a 500x leverage. Who doesn't want to do that? So anyways, check out that link. Let's talk about XRP. XRP currently stands at $1.83. It's down by 3.24% on the day. Now, not looking great compared to what we saw, right? We saw it get up to a level where it was approaching the $2 level multiple times, hovering in the 190 level, and now it's back down to 180 at $108 billion market cap. $6.4 billion worth of volume, so it has kind of slowed down in the volume, but that's good because if we're seeing a lot of volume in a negative day, it obviously attributes to more of a drop. We are still seeing 58.27 billion coins that are in circulation versus the total supply of 99.98 billion coins. In the last few days, right? If we look at the last 7 days, it's down by 13.8%. In the last month, again, it's down by about 13.8%. It did get all the way up to a high here of $2.50 before decreasing down to the low here of $1.60. If we look at the last year, we saw this all the way up to the $3 mark, and now we're hovering around the lowest portion of that that part. We still have a lot of maybe gaps to fill, seeing at the $1.40 level or whatever, depending on the different things that happen in the market. Now, I still have all of my XRP. I would go through that, but it's going to show, exactly, how much I have. I have 200,000 just to, show you or tell you how much I do have. But the thing that I'm interested in is this, right? They're saying XRP could surge over tenfold before Trump's term ends. Now, they believe that these are the numbers, right? I'm going to go through exactly what they're talking about here. So by the end of 2025, Kendrick sees XRP reaching $5.50 per coin, implying a 190% surge from current prices. From there, he expects the token will hit $8 by the end of 2026, $10.40 by the end of 2027, and $12.50 by the end of 2028. Now, I do think that is very conservative because one, it doesn't fully make sense with how the cryptocurrency market functions, right? Cryptocurrency, it to function on cycles, right? And those cycles are very important because you have that the bull market, you have that bear market, and you expect to see some years look a lot less than others, right? So during that bear market, you expect it to be at the lowest lows. So maybe that bear market is 2027. I would expect to see 2027 down below that $8 mark if that is true, that they're actually going through this data here. But for me, I don't necessarily look at it that way. I'm not going to look at it and say, oh, it's only going to get to $8 by 2026. I believe we're going to see it there way before 2020, way before the end of 2026. I expect to see, $10 to $20 if we truly see this bull market become a thing, right? Because we still have the governmental impact. We still have different things that Donald Trump is doing, and also the usability, the utility of it, as well as just the acceptance of cryptocurrency overall, and the different things that Ripple and XRP are doing to kind of cement their way or cement themselves into the economy and be able to be used during that time frame. So it really all depends on that. But in my timeline, I see a level of $10 to $20 by the end of 2025. So saying that this is going to get to a $12 mark and $12.50 mark by 2028 is very conservative, because if you believe in XRP in the long term, it's giving you that understanding that these things will happen. And if anything better happens, then you were still right. Even though you're technically wrong by seeing it happen earlier, you're still right and it looks better. It's kind of like where you say, oh, I'm not really that good at basketball. You're playing pickup game with some people. You're like, I'm not really that good at basketball. But in reality, you're better than the average person. So it makes you look like a superhuman because you kind of downplayed exactly where it's going to go or what you can do. And now you're over here, doing step throughs and Euro steps and all of these other things that maybe they haven't even seen before. And you're like, you're pretty good at basketball. You kind of lied a little bit. So anyways, I believe that we're going to see something a lot further than that. I believe it's going to be worth more than what they're saying, but it is a conservative thing to look at, to say by, end of 2025, we're going to see $5.50. That will hit my first cost basis or my first selling point, my exit strategy. Then by the end of 2026, hitting $8. I don't believe that's hitting any of my selling strategies after that, or selling levels. But then $10.40 and $12, it shows that you kind of have to gear towards the long term. You have to focus towards the long term versus the short term that everybody else would look at that they really want. Anyways, I want to know what you guys think. Where do you think XRP is going to be in the near future? How much do you think it's going to be worth? By the end of 2025, how much in 2026, how much in 2027, how much in 2028. I'll put all of mine down below, maybe in the comment section somewhere, just so you guys can see exactly where I believe it's going. However, it's not a given. It all depends on the different things that are going to happen. Everybody has to put their predictions out there, and we can't all be right. We can have a good majority of us be right, but we can't all be right. Anyways, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Check out my link for BTCC down below, as well as my link for Patreon and Twitter. I'm going to get out of here. I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.